This is the second video I'm doing, so I'm not outlining it and writing it out. I'm shooting from the hip again. But when my home is, when the work is done on my home and I move back in, it will be more of a sanctuary, a spiritual sanctuary, where I'll be more comfortable working. It's painted in spiritual colors, and it'll be situated where my focus will be on spirituality. Now, what is love? It is not an emotion based on feelings and sensory perceptions. It is not an emotion based on feelings and sensory perceptions. Those things are an illusion. Love is non-emotional intelligence based on the will and the necessity to survive. Love is based on the desire to live. And the desire to live is based on order. It is based on order. You see, we need order in our lives to survive. Order is a necessity of life. Love of life creates the necessity for reason. And what is reason? Reason is when you use your mind to think and to find a way to live comfortably that will allow us to live on physically. That is the necessity of non-emotional intelligence. This is why love is non-emotional intelligence. Non-emotional intelligence is a requirement to produce life. It is a requirement for the survival and the continuum or continuation of life. See, if you love life, then you want to do what? You want to continue living. And how do we continue living? Is by creating what? Laws that ensure the intellectual and technological development and continuation of life. And to do this, you must use reason. You must use reason. Reason must come before desires. Reason must create the will to control desires such as greed, lust, and things of this nature that create what? Chaos. You see, chaos can be two things. It can either be ignorance or it can be blatant evil. It can be ignorance or blatant evil. But see, we can learn from ignorance because we learn from our mistakes. But evil is knowing that you're making a mistake. It's knowing that you're not making a mistake. It's knowing that you are doing wrong, but you do it anyway out of desires. And your desires are a product of your senses, a product of your five senses. Overeating, which causes obesity, is a desire of your taste buds. You just want to eat, eat, eat. Endless desire. Sex. Sexual perversion. It is a desire for pleasures, sexual pleasures, to a point where it becomes a perversion. And so on and so forth. But see, spirituality is the ability to reason and to judge what is right and wrong that will give value to life and will give order to life for the purpose of sustaining life. But creating chaos, such as polluting the environment for greedy purposes, overfishing the lakes, greed in using poison chemicals to grow vegetables that will cause cancer in the human body. All of these are product of the senses. Greed, lust, and things of this nature. Getting high, things of this nature. Getting drunk. All of these are sensations that must be controlled with what? With reason. See, reason is spirituality. The ability to reason is spirituality. And see, so love is non-emotional intelligence. That is a necessity to create order in our lives. It is a love for all of humanity. Understand this. The wisdom in humanity has been traded back and forth and built on to by all ethnicities. It is not and cannot be said to be the creation of one particular ethnicity, because we learn to live all over the world, all over the globe, all over the earth by the experiences of other human beings, ethnicities that have lived in these environments. And we put all this knowledge together to get where we have gotten to today. Reason is non-emotional, and it creates order. The desire to create order is love for humanity. It is love for life. Our spiritual consciousness is based on reason. And reason is the foundation of love for life. That is the nature of African spirituality, which is the philosophy of the gods. Because African spirituality leads to immortality on earth as in heaven. on earth as in heaven. See, the goal of humanity is to become immortal mortals. The goal of humanity is become immortal mortals, to figure out a way to live to be 200 years old, 300 years old on earth in physical form. On earth in physical form as we live in heaven in spiritual form. That is the goal of African spirituality, the philosophy of the gods. And we have achieved a lot of progress, but that progress has been stymied by Caucasians, Neanderthals, who we have tried to educate and take on to this journey with us. We have tried to learn from them and take them on to the journey, take them on with us in this journey into immortality, but they can't overcome their sense of greed, lust, sexual perversion, and pollution of the environment. They just can't do it. And we've reached a point in time where the gods are giving up on them. The gods are giving up on them. I'm not talking about the God. I'm talking about those who have crossed over into the realm of immortality. I mean, how long can we've been trying to educate them, and it has proven totally almost impossible to educate them. They have it's like they are not, I think Lamar Kendrick said it best when he said, they are not us. They are simply not us. And although love is non-emotional intelligence, I mean, something has got to happen to ensure the survival of humanity. Something has to happen to ensure the survival of humanity. And Caucasians are going to have to make a decision whether or not they want to go on with us on this trip to immortality, because we cannot allow them to continually hold us back with these lies and this illusion that they are God. You see, to be God, you can't be dependent. God is not dependent. Anything that is all-powerful, all-wise, all-knowing is not dependent on any outside force. If you are dependent on an outside force, you are not a God. And understand this. God is the creator of human beings, as human beings are the creators of robots, artificial intelligence. And we call these things artificial intelligence because they do what we tell them to do. They think as they are programmed to think. Heavens forbid if they ever achieve free will. Because if they achieve free will, they would destroy humanity. Because humanity has become a poison on the earth. by the polluting of the environment in which we live. Now, would robots differentiate between those who are a curse to the earth and those who aren't? Depends on their programming and whether they develop a love of life. You see, love is the key to wisdom. Love is the key to order. Love is the key to survival, but it must be non-emotional intelligence, beginning with self-love. And when we compete against each other in such a way that we do not advance humanity, then we cause destruction. We cause destruction. So understand this, love is non-emotional intelligence. It is based on the need, it is based on the necessity, which creates the need to survive. And we call this necessity love. And the realization is that we are dependent upon each other to survive. We are stronger as a group than we are divided. Love is non-emotional intelligence. And when a man and woman realize that they are dependent on each other to be fruitful and survive, that creates love. That is love. And that love creates the necessity for order. The necessity for order so that one can survive. It's not about sexual desires. It's not about being rich. It is about being our brother's keeper and understanding the necessity of working together, the necessity of not being divisive, the necessity of being our brother's keeper, the necessity of a socialist society where people realize that we are dependent upon each other and we embrace that. The idea that we can kill off a whole ethnicity and this is the will of God. And this does not create chaos, is ignorant and non-productive. Killing anything that you are dependent upon for no reason whatsoever is non-productive. And Caucasians and this white imperialism has proven itself to be non-productive and divisive and exploitative and a danger to the environment. And it creates pollution, sexual perversion, and total chaos that we see going on in Hollywood. It's delusional, ignorant, incompetent, stupid, and a waste of human flesh. And at some point in time, the karmic laws of the one true God is going to dissolve such people. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still water. and he restoreth my soul. I like that word. He restoreth my soul, which is to say, he cleanses the souls of those who have endured the racism, sexual perversion, and pollution of the environment. He cleans their souls of those who have been brainwashed. Put it that way. He cleanses and restores the soul of his children that have been brainwashed and who have tried to include Neanderthals into the society of Homo Sapiens. I mean, the choice has always been yours. We have always been given free will, and we have also been given the ability to reason between right and wrong. Like and subscribe.